define variables in Python. Okay, so before discussing variables in Python, let's see what is the definition of variable. A variable is a data name. A variable is a data name which is used to store a data value. A data value. Okay. For example, A is a data name. Okay, so this data name is used to store a data value that is called as some 10. Okay, that is a single definition of the simple definition of the variable. So it is maybe a single assignment or multiple assignment. Okay, so single assignment means we can assigning a single value to a variable. So here one thing is where in Python the variables are the Python supports dynamic typing. That means here in Python we no need to declare the data type to a particular variable. We can directly assign a value to the variable. Let's say a equal to some 10. That means the 10 is assigned to variable a. Here the 10 is the integer type. Razu, let's say, is assigned to variable name called as the name. That means the Razu is assigned to variable name called as the name. 23.43 is assigned to variable b. That is called a b is now is a real value. Okay. So now these are the single value assigned to different types of variable. Another type of assignment is called as multiple assignment. A multiple assignment may be a single value to multiple variables. Let's say, for example, A equals to B equal to C equals to some 10. That means a 10 is assigned to variable A and also variable B and also variable C. That is called a single value to multiple variables. Another one is called as assign multiple values to multiple variables. For example, here a comma b comma c equals to 10 comma 20 comma 30. That means 10 is assigned to variable a, 20 is assigned to variable b, and 30 is assigned to variable c. Okay, let's see all these we can discussing with some practical examples. Okay, let's say for example I can say sum a equals to sum 10, clear, and also I have assigning name equals to Razu, which is string in a single quote, clear, and also b equals to 23.43 real value. So these are the different type of values I have assigning to variables a, name, and b. If you want displaying the values of these variables, you can use print statement, print of a, so 10. Okay, and again print of name. Okay, that is Razu. Okay, again print of, let's say as b, it is a 23.40. Likewise you have to check the values of each and every variable. Let's see multiple assignment, that means single value to a multiple variables. The second as a equals to b equals to c equals to, let's say print of a is 10. Okay, so print of b is also a 10. Again print of c is also a 10. That means the same value is assigned to variable a or variable b or variable c. Okay, here the 10 may be this value may be integer type or real type or a string type. Clear? And let's take as multiple assigning multiple values to the multiple variables. Let's take as a comma b comma c equals to 10 comma 20 comma 30. Clear? Now I have displaying print of a is 10. Okay, so print of b is 20. Print of c is 30. Okay, that is different variations in assigning a values to the variables. This is simply about the variables. Okay, and also the rules for declaring the variables are almost all similar to what are the tools we are having in a C and C++. Okay, that means the name of the variable name starts with a single lowercase letters or uppercase letters, or the variable name if it starts with underscore. Clear? So that is some of the rules. The variable name does not starts with a digit. Okay, so that is some of the rules we are having to declaring the true when we are use the particular name as a variable. Clear? Now that is simply about the variables. Next, coming back to the literals. Coming back to the tokens. So tokens in Python. Okay. So the tokens in Python we may have taken as identifiers and also keywords, okay, and literals and also operators. These are the literal tokens in Python. So what is a token? A token is individual unit. Okay, a token is individual unit in programming language is called as the tokens. Okay, so that is the tokens may be identifiers, the keywords, the literals are also called operator. Okay, so now what one with the identifier? Okay, so the identifier means the identifier simply called as the names of the variables, the names of the functions. Okay, likewise, to which type of either variables or functions, if you're providing the naming, that namings we can call it as the identifiers. Clear? The rules for defining identifiers is what are the rules we are following for declaring variables. The same rules also we are following for declaring the identifiers. That means what are the rules for declaring the variables? The variable name starts with a lowercase character or uppercase character, or it can be starts with a underscore. The variable name does not starts with a what's called either dollar or some underscore. Okay, so those are some of the rules we are using for declaring a variable. Similarly, we are also using the same rules for functions also. Clear? Next, coming back to the keywords. The keywords are reserved words. It is having the special meaning. Keywords are the special words which convey a special meaning. Okay, so here special meaning to the compiler or interpreter. That means the keywords are the each and every keyword having some special meaning. That's why we cannot use the keywords as the variable names. Why? Because each and every keyword in any programming language having some specific meaning to either to the compiler or interpreter. Okay. So here are some of the list of keywords in Python. Okay, so true, asset, else, global, raise, non-local, false, ef. That's just like else if. Okay, finally, for, try, in, none, class, okay, elif, if, okay, or not, and continue, del, that's for delete, okay, and also from, return, is, as, break, expect, okay, import, pass, lambda, okay, for different lambda functions. Okay, so these are the some of the keywords we are having in Python programming. Okay, so not, okay, from, okay, elif, that is called else if. Yeah, so some of the keywords in Python. So what is the purpose of each and every keyword? We have to clearly understanding in the next coming chapters. Clear? Now coming back to the literals. Come back to the literals. Okay, so the literals may be a string literals. Literals may be a string literals, or it may be numerical literals. Okay, or boolean literals. But boolean literals are true and false. Okay, so these are some of the literals in Python. Okay, let's say string literals. That means a string literals means, okay. So how to assigning a strings to particular variables. Okay, so in general, when we want defining a string in a Python, those strings must be used. The strings must be defined as in either double quotes or a single quote. Double quote or single quote. Okay, the strings are defined either in a double quote or single quote. For example, let's say as name equals to, okay, take as some Razu, which is string literal. Okay, or not defining name equals to, okay, a Razu. This is also a string literal. Clear? Now that is called as string letter. For example, here if you want defining, let's see one example here. I can say that, for example, name equals to, I taken as some Raju here. So print of name. That is here the name is type literal, string literal. You can also defining name as a single quote also. For example, name equals to some Raghu, R-A-G-H, Raghu. Okay. For example, given as print of name. Okay. So it is also a string literal. Okay. And also, for example, if you want defining, let's say as name equals to, okay, you can given as some single quote hello. Okay. I can given as some backslash. Okay, then you can give as hello world like this. Let's see print of I can give as some name. Okay, hello world. It means if you're specifying the backslash, then it can goes to the new line. Okay, so this entire one can be taken as a single string. This is called name is called defined as hello world. Okay, so likewise also we may defining a string literal in Python. Okay, so the backslash means in the next line we are having the its continued word. Okay, that is the meaning of the backslash. Okay, so this is called as a string literals. Okay, so coming back to the numerical literals. Coming back to the numerical literals. The numerical literals may be it may be a integer type literals or some long type literals, okay, or it may be a what's called as a boolean integer literals, and also called as some long type letters. Okay, that's called as some numerical letters, or also we can take as some real type letters. Okay, not called complex type. Okay, that is called as complex type letters. For example, taken as complex letters are if you want to define complex numbers, that is called as a plus b j. It's called as some complex letters. The real letters examples are some real numbers 23.43. 23.43 is called as the real numerical value. Long letters means if you want defining or if you want assigning a big number, then we have to use the long letter. For example, 23, 4, 5, 6, something like we have to define a long letter. Okay, so integer is to define the integer value. Okay, that is different types of the numerical letters. And the boolean letters are it may be a sum true or false. These are the boolean letters. Okay, so the some of the letters we are using that